all soon be gone. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind, but everything's alright. We don't give a damn this time. Yeah. Everyone's a hypocrite. In this game we cannot win. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind, but everything's alright. We don't give a damn this time.
Well, well, well. How y'all doing this fine and wonderful Wednesday night? So, yeah, I'm currently testing out some new stuff, chat. With some updates that have gone on, I'm able to stream on so many platforms. So we are live right now on TikTok in the vertical format. We are live on YouTube in both the horizontal and vertical format. And we are live on Twitch in the horizontal format. So, and all from just one app now. We no longer have to launch the TikTok live. We can do it all through Streamlabs, which is nice and convenient. But gonna test, see how the stream, how my PC handles it, how my internet handles it, stuff like that. And to do that, we're just gonna play some nice little Minecraft. It's a steampunk mod pack that I have installed here. And we're just gonna do a nice little tour of my base, you know? Let y'all see it. See how it looks. What I've been spending a lot of time after work playing. Because I've been addicted. So yeah, that's the game plan. Okay, it loaded in. Look at this. Let's go ahead, you know, for a proper tour, it doesn't make sense to start in the basement, you know. It's not where you want to start a tour. So let's head on up. Should have all chats pulled up, so if you want to send a message, feel free. Questions are welcome as we work our way on out. So, oh, hi there, kitty. Hi. You coming to say hi, Jaeger? Yeah. You saying hi? Yeah. Yeah, who's a good kitty? Yeah. Such a good kitty. Wait, did you have fur stuck between your back claws again? Yes, you did. How do you do that? How do you do that, baby? Yeah. Such a good kitty. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Did you want a seat? No? Okay. Anyway. So, our spawn was not very far over that way. Over to the west of this place, that we stumbled across. Obviously, some of it was how it was, others did change. So we got a nice little bamboo farm here, which I slightly tweaked some visually. We have this lovely house that I added here, or not really much of a house. This area is pretty much a kind of like a loom station, if you will. Hi, baby. Hi. So in here we have obviously loom. We got a loom table, crafting table, our dyes all stored in one chest, some wool in the other, as we get other stuff there that we dye and use these things for, like various banners and whatnot. It'll get used more, but for the time being, that is what this area is. Then we have this house, which was here at the beginning, came with a couple wolves that I tamed. So we go this way. Hi! I haven't done anything really to this house yet. I plan on replacing this with what will be the blacksmith area. A smithing area, if you will. Hi there! Move, baby! Come around back. For some reason there's a skeleton just chilling in there. I don't know why, he just is. Nice little farm platform here. Some rice, which I added in. A trumpet tree, which I also added in. Just temporarily, of course. Then we got whatever this was, which will eventually get tore down, as well as the bell thing. Kitty, move! Yes, you! Move! No, move! I love you, but no. Anyway, we also have some chickens here that love to lay their eggs. This mod has seasons. And so during winter, some of them manage to escape, and I need to eventually get them repopulated. Or I might not, who knows. We got some cows here, which I need to finish resealing the top, because it used to be closer to this building, but I didn't like that, so I moved it so that there's a little bit more space around this building here. Okay, which we have another crafting table, furnace, one of the other wolves, which went rogue and ended up here. I still don't know how he ended up in here. Down here we got storage of all sorts of various shit. You know, as one does. We come over here, we got this nice little barn that we constructed. Gradually going to add more ominous banners as I get them. But we got some troughs, compost bucket, bunch of hay bales and straw bales, and some empty barrels. So that's what that is. And then we have our main building. Oh wait. We also have this outdoor tomato farm that I built. But we can ignore that. It's nothing too special, you know, it's just pretty simple tomatoes. But yeah, we have the main building with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ominous banners. So we've dealt with 7 plus 1 of the flag bearers. But you come in here, got some stuff on the walls, you know, building some decorations. Eventually, the banners over the windows that serve the purpose of curtains will get synced up. But yeah, we have weapons chest on one side, armor and other equipment on the other. And then we can come even further in. We got a nice little cooking pot, various cooking supplies, you know, cutting boards, all sorts of various items along here, you know, furnaces, crafting tables, stone cutters, you know, the works. Smithing table is on the other wall because The one wall had ran out of room. So we continue in. We got a stove here, toolbox here, you know, simple stuff. We got our nice little bathroom here so that we can just come into the water, sit back, chill, relax, and enjoy. We got some potions in that chest, and then just miscellaneous shit in these other two, because we needed some place to put our miscellaneous stuff. You start coming back in here, and we got the blocked off, some blocked off paths from when we were mining, because those just went straight outside, and we don't want that. So we blocked those off. We got a bunch of rail carts here, which all work their way down here. And what's going to happen, or the reason why that's there is there's a nice little area that I've been exploring down there of a mine shaft. We're not going to go there right now because why would we? This is a house tour, base tour, whatever you want to call it, that keeps getting interrupted by cats. Ain't that right? Yeah, Axel. Yeah. You're a good kitty. Anyway. Go back over here. So we can go down here. Eventually this will be replaced with an elevator. I just haven't figured out how to make an elevator yet. But that is one of the things that will be coming to this base eventually. But down here we have a nice little chicken farm, you know, as one does, because why wouldn't you? We got some netherwort, we got a pool of blood, we got our gun bench with some gun-related stuff in this chest. We got a nice little underground farm here. The hourglass does not actually technically belong there, I just put it there to test what it does because I'd never seen an hourglass in this game before and I wanted to see how it worked. But this is our growing room basically, where we grow shit. We got reeds, formerly known as sugarcane, I think it was. We got rice, we got cabbage, we got flax, we got more tomatoes, we got beetroots, we got salmon berries, and we have cave carrots at the moment. These are gonna get removed. We got a bunch of barrels full of various mining goods, various stones, dirts, etc. In this corner we got schematic table, we got various schematics, we got our hammers that I've been upgrading, because some of the upgrades for the hammers require a hammer, so you basically need 2 hammers to go through the upgrades, which is what this workbench here is, Tetra workbench. We'll go up that ladder in a moment. Then we come in here. This is going to be my factory area. So we got a chest with a bunch of factory components. We got our manual press there. We got some of our metals in here. Gradually, this is going to get populated with all of our various metal stuff, which is currently in one of the chests in the other house. We got barrels upon barrels upon barrels. This barrel is exclusively train stuff. Some sandpaper in there because I wasn't sure where else to put it. And then we get to look at this wonderful, wonderful contraption I've built that is not fully done yet, but is well on its way. So this side has a grain mill, a millstone, which we send a bunch of wheat through that. So that's what's on this side. We have wheat come out here. We have wheat flour come out of here, and also, because the process to make wheat flour also has a chance to make wheat seeds, we have a nice little thing here which captures the wheat seeds for us. That then goes onto this depot where it gets turned into dough from our wonderful system there. That dough then goes through there onto this next conveyor belt where it gets chopped up into raw pasta, and that raw pasta is then put into this basin. That was the first half of this, which is fully set up, fully functional, wonderful stuff. Ignore him down below peeking through that crack. He's okay down there, I promise. And anyway, so on this side, what's going to happen, which is not yet finished, is we're going to have cave carrots get dropped onto this depot here, where they get cooked, or baked, more accurately, so that we have baked cave carrots, which will then get taken via conveyor belt into the basin. And then there's the part that hasn't even been built yet, which will be tomato sauce. That is correct. I said tomato sauce. We will have tomato sauce. Baked cave carrots and raw pasta all combine into this basin to create. Stop staring at me down there. It's very weird. He actually is staring at me. Anyway, it's going to create some wonderful pasta with veggie balls, which is a full course meal that handles 6 hunger, and it will be fully automated. Obviously not to that point yet. Can I help you? They normally don't come up and bother me this much. I don't know why they are today. Anyway, if we go up this ladder... Oh, you son of a bitch. Get the fuck out of my base. I don't even know how you managed to spawn. Hi, baby. Anyway, now that he's out of the way, let's talk about what's going on here, shall we? So in here, we have two different sides to this. One here, one here. And these are my automated farms. So this one is a automated cave carrot farm. All I have to do to start harvesting cave carrots is hit that contraption controller right there in the middle of it, and it'll start harvesting these as they're ripe and sending them down our chute. And similarly, we have one for wheat. And that way, the entire process is gradually being automated for the pasta with veggie balls, so that we can mass produce and take over the market. But yeah, that's the entirety of this part of the base. And I guess we'll go ahead and show you the other part that's through this portal. You probably want to see that, don't you? Oh god, I don't want to go into there. But I must. But no. Actually, I need to first put on my respirator before I go in there. But anyway, so I built this, built my wonderful nether portal, you know, as one does, and, yeah, I don't know if I'm the luckiest son of a bitch alive, or the unluckiest son of a bitch alive, by my nether portal taking me straight into a nether fortress. Yeah. Is it good luck or bad luck? my vote was bad luck because, let me tell you, this mod pack is, extremely difficult, put simply. And so the number of times I have died is absolutely ridiculous. And I might actually be able to show you. Because I would imagine that's a statistic this thing keeps track of, right? So, you know, breed some animals, open barrels, you know, simple stuff like that. Fill cauldrons, open chests, you know, deal damage. Or, no, wait, that's damage dealt. Oh, wait, yeah, that's dealing damage. You know, damage shaken. You know, definitely haven't taken half the damage I've dealt, just about. You know, climb far, crouch, fall, you know. I've been playing in this realm, or this world a decent bit, so, you know, I've seen some sights, you know. So yeah, all sorts of stuff. Don't know what it means by games quit. Is that the number of times I've exited game? I don't know. Hoppers searched, you know. Anvil interactions, blah blah blah. All sorts of nice stuff. You know, number of mobs I've killed. You know, nothing too wild, you know. Just, you know, 54 times I've died in this world. You know, and I've only played it for almost approaching 2 days. Approaching 2 days total. And I've died only 54 times. And it's on easy. Definitely nothing crazy about that or anything. What else? What other interesting stats are there? That looks like it. But if you look at the map, because of course it's a beautiful mod pack with some nice maps and stuff. So we have right here is the area we are, which is a windswept hills biome, predominantly. Though there's also a little bit of birch forest. Spawn is over here somewhere, roughly. And one time, while venturing forth, chat, I haven't been to that one yet, I need to. I went to this village up here. And apparently I had the ominous thing, and it triggered a raid, and everyone in this village is dead. It is entirely overran by pillagers. I've tried to go back there a few times. It's not a good place to be. But we've explored all sorts of stuff. I didn't know there was a pirate ship up here. I'm gonna have to explore that sometime. But we've done a decent amount of exploring, you know, predominantly in this direction, admittedly. But we've done a little bit in this direction as well. Like there was a special tower or something in this direction. We also encountered our first dungeon, not that it was a very difficult one, over this way. But yeah. All sorts of stuff. And yeah, that is what my base is looking like at the moment. All sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. I still don't know what that noise I keep randomly hearing is. Someday maybe I'll figure it out. Or turn on the subtitles and figure it out. But yeah, it's a lovely little base with a lot of work still to do. but it's been coming along quite nicely. I may eventually start streaming when I'm working on this. We'll see. But I'm gonna have to get around to getting a music playlist set up because I remember my past Minecraft streams, and let me tell you, they needed the background music, which I did do back then. But I need to re-find some songs and whatnot. But yeah, so this is my lovely, lovely base in all of its glory. Any questions across any of the chats? Any shock and awe moments? I imagine not. It's not the most exciting of bases, but it's nice and cozy, I would say. It's nice and cozy. And while it still has some stuff that's gonna be overworked, overhauled outside, it's pretty well along. I'm also thinking of putting a windmill on top of that hill, because I think that'd just be a nice little addition. Plus, windmills I think are probably a good power source. But yeah, that is all of that stuff. It's been about half an hour. One final thing, it has quests, this mod pack that I'm running, which makes it nice in some ways. There's stuff I obviously haven't done. There's a Blue Skies dimension, Everdawn and Everbright portals, you know, space travel, Twilight Forest, if you've heard of that mod before. The steampunk related stuff, so like Create, and then just some other additional exploration ones. It took me a long time to find out that some of the things were literally just check marks that I had to go through and click to complete, but yeah. It's made a lot of progress. I need to eventually find my way free in the Nether from the Nether Fortress, so that way I can go somewhere else. Because the temperature mechanic that this has is a pain in the ass to deal with. When you don't have any of the stuff necessary, because there is somewhere, I forget offhand where I've put it, probably in my... No, it's not in my inventory. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. There's a Soul Spring lamp, which you can see, you put something into it and it keeps you cool, is what its purpose is. And, yeah, the one I have is empty. So... yeah. Not great. But I need to be fully prepared for going in there, because I've learned the hard way just how difficult it is in there. So, making sure I have the proper gear, because right now, I'm mainly running random things I've pulled out of chests in the mine shaft. But eventually we will have the more important gear, such as these diamond gloves with Unbreaking 3. And they will be in use on us. But that is likely a decent ways away. But let's switch scenes here. That has been the tour of my base. So we're going to call this stream good here. Thank you all so much for tuning in and showing support. I do greatly appreciate it. Oh damn, that doesn't... I'm disappointed. the pop out for this does not do what I wanted it. The pop out for the TikTok one did not do what I wanted it to do, which is unfortunate. So thank you to the people who liked. We have 36 likes over on the TikTok, so I do appreciate that. But yeah, all three platforms seem to have ran smoothly. No dropped frames or anything, so I think we will be able to do this some more in the future. Like I said, I appreciate all the support on the streams. It means a lot to me. And yeah, hopefully we continue to grow as we continue to stream on all these various platforms and orientations and whatnot. And yeah, take care, everyone, and have a great rest of your night. Peace.